Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the one skill that really separates the good pilots from the truly great ones, ground handling. It's more than just practice. It's the absolute foundation for every safe, confident flight you'll ever have. And we're going to break down exactly how you can master it. So, let's just start with this idea, because honestly, it is a total game changer. Why is spending time on the ground so incredibly valuable? Well, it's where you build that deep muscle memory, that instinct that lets you feel and react to your wing without even thinking. So when the wind gets a little tricky on launch, you're not going to be thinking, you're just reacting. And that is the real secret to mastering the sky. So here's the game plan for today. We're going to start with the why this skill is just non-negotiable. Then we'll build up your pre-flight foundation, tackle a super common problem that, trust me, trips up a ton of pilots, and then level up to a pro technique for those windy day launches. And finally, we'll pull back the curtain on the invisible physics that makes it all work. So seriously, why is kiting so crucial? Well, it's like you're building this sixth sense, an almost telepathic connection with your wing. You learn to feel exactly what it's doing and what it's about to do, and you react instinctively without a single conscious thought. This isn't just about being in control. It's your ticket to flying safely and with real confidence. And look, that connection, it starts way before you even touch the risers. Think about it. A messy, tangled layout on the ground is just a recipe for a messy, sketchy launch in the air. The best practice is the horseshoe layout. It's this simple, clean arc that makes sure the center of your wing inflates first, giving you a stable, predictable, and beautiful launch every single time. Okay, let's get into that pre-flight foundation. This is the non-negotiable safety ritual that every single pilot performs. This isn't just about ticking boxes on a list. It's a whole mindset, really. It's what keeps you safe. This 5-point check is the gold standard in the industry, and it has to become completely automatic for you. Helmet, harness, carabiners, lines, air. You check it every single time. No exceptions. It's the rock-solid foundation for every safe flight. Now, let's talk about bringing the wing to life. It's a 3-part process. First, you build the wall. Just a little tug that lets the cells pop open and lets you see that your lines are clear. Then comes the pull, and I mean a smooth, steady pressure that guides the wing up. You're not yanking it. And finally, the release. This is key. You've got to know that exact moment to let go of the A-risers to stop the wing from shooting past you. All right, so you're out there kiting, you're in the zone, feeling great. And then, bam, it happens. The wing collapses and falls completely over to one side. So what do you do now? This is a super common thing, so let's break it down. You've just entered what we call the dead zone. The wing is just lying there, flat on the ground, totally shielded from the wind. If you just pull on the risers right now, well, you're just going to drag it along the grass like a sad, wet towel. It has zero power to inflate. But don't worry, the fix is actually this really cool, super efficient technique called mowing the lawn. Instead of resetting the whole thing, you just walk. You walk in this big, wide arc away from the wing and upwind, keeping just a little bit of tension on that high side. And that simple move lets the wind get underneath the wing and just scoop it right back up into the power zone for you. Okay, pretty cool, right? Now, once you've mastered using the wind to help you, you can take that same exact principle and apply it to a much more advanced skill, the Cobra launch. This is your key to launching safely when the wind is really blowing. But first, a critical safety tip. You need to know how to stop. In normal wind, yeah, pulling your brakes all the way down is fine. But in strong winds, you need an emergency brake. You pull the rear risers, the C's or D's, and it instantly deforms the wing, killing all the power so you don't get dragged. And that brings us to the Cobra launch. Man, this is such an elegant solution for high winds. Instead of bringing the whole wing up at once and just getting slammed with power, you bring it up from the side, one tip at a time, literally like a cobra rising out of a basket. It really is like a dance. It's that precise. You set up sideways to the wind, you apply pressure to only the upwind A-riser to lift just that one tip. Then, as you walk sideways and downwind, the wing just peels itself off the ground, cell by cell. As it comes overhead, you rotate to face it, step in to manage the power, and you're golden. It's just a beautiful thing to watch. So how does all this work? I mean, what's the secret sauce here? The answer is in understanding the wind window. It's this invisible map that every pilot uses, consciously or not, to harness the wind's power. Okay, so picture this. There's a giant dome, like a hemisphere, all around you, with the wind blowing from behind you. Where your wing is located inside that dome, well, that's what dictates exactly how much power, how much juice it's generating. It is the fundamental physics of everything we've been talking about. And this map here breaks it down perfectly. The power zone is directly downwind from you. That's where the wind catches 100% of the wind's energy and can drag you or pluck you right off your feet. The zenith, directly overhead, that's your neutral zone. Lots of lift, but very little pull. And the edge, way out to the sides, that's the low power area where you have maximum control. And here it is. This is the big aha moment. The reason the Cobra launch is so brilliant is because it keeps the wing in the low power edge of the window the entire time it's inflating. You're literally sliding it up the side of the dome directly to the safe zenith position, completely avoiding that high pressure power zone in the middle. Once you get this map in your head, you have total control. If the wind picks up, no problem, just fly the wing out to the edge to bleed off power. If you feel yourself getting lifted, you run toward the wing. Now, I know it sounds crazy, but it moves you past it, pushing the wing into the void, upwind of you where it can't catch any air and instantly loses power. It's how you turn a scary situation into a controlled move. So when you put it all together, the checks, the recoveries, the advanced launches, it all boils down to one simple, powerful idea. Ground handling is not about fighting the wind, it's about dancing with it. So the next time you're on launch, wing layout on the ground, ask yourself that one question. Your answer is going to define your skill, your safety, and your joy as a pilot. Are you fighting or are you dancing?